Leads, Sales, Referrals Podcast, Episode 2.
Hello and welcome to the Leads, Sales, and Referrals Podcast, where we share successful lead generation methods, increased sales tactics, and how to get more referrals for your business. I'm David Hawk, along with my partner, Randall Souls. Now, Randall, the audience hasn't met you yet, but since you're a partner, I kind of want to tell them who you are. And Randall ran a very successful remodeling business for, I think, 42 years. Am I right?
A little under that.
Okay, a little under that, but very successful remodeling business, was known as probably the highest priced remodeler in town and was still able to sell those jobs. So he's a sales expert. Now he's a business coach, and I'm happy to have him as a partner on the podcast. So Randall, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, David. Hello, everyone. So today we're going to talk about leads generations for any business, why leads are crucial to your business, how to get more leads, and how to handle the leads you get.
Yeah, and I think this is such an important topic because people's advertising doesn't seem to go for leads most of the time. It's just going for branding or whatever else the advertising salesperson told them they needed to do. So I'm excited about this episode.
Yeah, this is going to be good, and this is important. It's crucial to every business to have leads. Without leads, you're not going to have any business.
Right. You've got to get a lead to get a sale. So this is kind of that crawl before you walk thing. But so let's talk about some of the talking points and things to actually do to generate leads. I think the first thing is target the right audience.
Absolutely. You've got to target the right audience, and if you're talking to the wrong audience, you're just wasting your money.
Well, I know a lot of businesses say, well, kind of like the remodeling business, Randall. Since you have experience there, I have some experience there. Let's talk about that and the targeting of that audience. How you target it, because you weren't able to do business with just anybody in town, even though you could have worked on their homes,
but they couldn't afford me.
Right.
No, I had to target them, and to do that, you create an avatar. It's a stereotypical person that you want to sell to. So you create this person. In my case, I'm selling to middle and upper income people who have nice houses and have good jobs, and that's my target audience. I wasn't trying to sell to anyone else, so I created an avatar around that person. I sold mostly to women because the men were always involved, but the women told the men what they wanted to buy.
Right.
So my person was middle to upper income, a woman, affluent, lived in good neighborhoods, owned a home, and liked to socialize usually, because people who socialize like to have nice things to show other people.
Right. Yeah, I think that's great. And, that can be tied into any business. Every business has to have some kind of an avatar and targeting that right audience. And the next point here is a lead is really just a lead, not a sale. So when you're advertising to make a sale, you're really asking somebody to do more than they're probably willing to do before they know you. There's 3 different things you have to get before somebody buys, and that's know, like, and trust. So to ask for a lead should be really something that's non-threatening, easy for them to do, adds value to them, and gives you, the business person, their contact information so you can continue to communicate with them, right? So let's talk about some of the ways that can be done. We talk about it as lead magnets.
And what's a lead magnet? Let's tell everybody what that is.
Okay. Well, a lead magnet is just a item. It can be a book, a report, A free trial if you have a ongoing membership or something. You can get a free trial. It can be coupons. We've been really successful giving coupons away. Not everybody wants to give coupons. That's actually been in the restaurant industry that we gave coupons and have built very large lists with it. But all these things, it should be something that the customer wants, so or the prospect at this point wants, and they're willing to give up their email address is typically what we ask for, but you can ask for a physical address too. And that's all it is, something that makes that person say, hey, I want this.
Yeah, and there are a couple points that are very important here. One is that the lead magnet needs to be relevant to the product you're selling. Don't give them a book about the latest thriller if you're trying to sell, Tupperware.
Right, right.
You have to make everything relevant, and you have to make it useful to them.
Yes.
And the second thing is you have to make it really easy to get. A lot of people just require emails and not even a name. There other people require an email and just the first name, but they make it as easy as possible to get in so they can touch this person.
Right. And the other thing the lead magnet does is it tells you that this person is interested in your product. So it's a good qualified lead rather than just going out and choosing somebody out of the yellow pages and hoping they need your product.
Right. This is self-targeting, so to speak.
It is.
So the next thing is to collect the lead information and do something with that. Build a list, and we'll talk more about lists in the next section, but you have to get as much information as you can about a lead. Every lead you get, if possible, you should do research before you have any serious talks with them. Learn as much as you can about them and put that all into a file so that you can speak to them, and you're really, if you know they're the president of a company, you know how to speak to them in that sense. If you know they sell a certain product, you can chit chat about that and find a common denominator. You can, if you know they run in a certain social circle, then you can do some name dropping.
Sure.
And talk about people in that circle. Oh, I know him. Yeah, we play golf together. And once you're getting into the like and trust here.
Right, right. And when you do build this list, which is critical, that makes such a difference. Every business we deal with, we help build a list of customers, because when you've got a new product or you're sending out monthly newsletters or whatever you're doing, you can keep in touch with those people, and it just keeps you top of mind when they're ready to do business, because statistics show when you send out advertising, only about 3% of the population has any need for that product at that specific moment when they see it. So that leaves out 97%. Well, now if you've got them on the 97% on a list, you can continue to communicate with them, and then when they're ready to do business, they come along and they talk to you about it. At least you get a chance.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
And then we were talking about emails, Randall. You want to talk about autoresponders a little bit? Because with technology today, it's just so easy to automate things. You only have to do the work once, and then it just works for you forever.
Yeah, autoresponders are your friend, and you need to get to know them, because they're one of the best marketing methods you can use, and they don't require a lot of your time, which is precious.
Right.
An autoresponder is merely a program online where you can build a list and broadcast your message to any one of those lists. That's the basic definition.
And it also personalizes it. So if you've got 1,000 people on your list, you can send one email to those people, and it can have their name. As long as you've collected their first name, it can have their name in the email, so it looks very personal.
Yeah, it says hi, first name. And when you send out broadcast like this, it's not like sending out a bunch of emails where they see everybody else's address. All they see is their address. So it's much more personalized.
Right.
And then another great feature of autoresponders is setting up campaigns, and that's something David does a lot. He can help you set up a campaign. So an autoresponder, in the truest sense of the word, you set up pre-made messages. Let's say you have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to say, okay, the first week I want them to receive this message. If they haven't bought, the second week I want to send this message, third week this, and then maybe I'm going to skip to a monthly message, and then I'm going to send them a message every 6 months. So all these things can be timed to go out. You do it one time and you're done.
Right, and it goes out, those times go out based on when the person joins your list or is added to your list. So that really is helpful. And there's a couple other things about autoresponders, and one of them is really to comply with spam laws. If you're sending email for business, you should be giving these people an option to opt out of that email list if they don't want to receive it anymore. And autoresponders do that automatically, so you automatically comply with the spam laws.
Yeah, and that brings up another thing. Because you're using an autoresponder, you're more likely to get through the servers. Your email is more likely to get to them because of that, because the autoresponders become well known by the web, and they know they've been filtered for spam, and they'll allow your stuff through. Now, a lot of times, your personal email may go to a large institution and they won't let you through because they consider you spam. You have to have a good number of leads to get a certain amount of jobs. You're only going to get a certain percentage. So lead generation is one of the most important things you can do.
If there's no sales, there is no business.
Well, today we talked about generating leads for your business, why leads are crucial to your business, how to get more leads, and how to increase your chances of a sale once you have a lead by nurturing your relationship with them.
If there is a podcast episode or something you'd like to hear us talk about, then you can go to the website, leadsalesreferrals.com, and there's a contact us page there, and just fill out that form and let us know any kind of episode you'd like to hear. We're glad to put those on for you.
You can contact me at Randall, Randall, at scientificremodelingsystem.com.
Yeah, and if you want to get in touch with me, it's just dhawk at marketing-velocity.com. And also, if you want to get notices of these podcasts when they come out, go ahead and go to the leadsalesreferrals.com website, and there's a place over there you'll see get the newsletter, and just type your email address in there. We are very strict on not spamming you. We will not give your email address to anybody, and we just use it to keep you updated on what's going on with the podcasts and new ways to better your lead sales and referrals.
I hope you got a lot out of this episode, and we'll see you next time. We're going to talk about sales. Once you get the leads, let's talk about sales.
Exactly. You got to convert them into sales. All right. We'll see you next week.
See you. Bye-bye.